Oh, hello there.
Yourself. Before you stands the goddess Solstice in all her spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now I've come to seek some power in return. Your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Solstice nourishes herself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion. To save us both, as a matter of fact. You must realize, Red Prince, that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of Ascension. It most certainly will be. The Well of Ascension is a lake, a pool of pure source, in which the powers of the Seven lie united.
Pure source.
We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads, and you must be the first to reach it at all costs. I know. Or did you think I chose you for those ember eyes alone? One must never enter into any endeavor, though, without realizing the stakes. The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension. Not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it.
Wait, what?
Only he who claims everything will be everything.
I don't like the sound of that.
This world's liberator. I hope you understand them to their full extent. The other gods must either bow to you, or be undone. But of course, that is what they are saying to their own god woken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One at the expense of all others. So make no mistake, Red Prince. Chances are the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods. Their blood on your blood-red hands. But don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin, and your loved ones, and your empire. I promise that yours alone will be the powers of the lake. And to the lake I will lead you. But not yet. Not until you've become a true master of the source. Until you speak the language of creation.
This is fascinating.
Itself.
This is so... It's like they're... Ooh, I'm gonna have to confer with that.
Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage.
It almost
of
sounds like she's trying to make
that
it
will
like
require
us
you to
a
command
Brachus
source,
Rex,
like
but a
only
more
god-woken can,
divine
and
version
its most
of a Brachus
powerful
Rex.
spells.
Laughter rolls and echoes into infinity.
You flatter me, my prince. But if all I had to do was give, you would long since have received. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first you must learn to channel the source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So, return to Rivellon, and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the source. Once you have, you may return to me here. Something that'll make you understand that for a god, there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is source, and in source it is. Immortally so. You have the vision of a god now. Speak the spell during your and so much more. But I'm no longer who I once was, bound to you as I've become. I will teach you what I can, but the knowledge that will expand the bounds of your soul. Best of luck.
The Divine was created by the gods to shelter us from the void. The Divine cannot use her power for anything else. When you become the Divine, there is no more self.
For just a moment, her eyes soften as she looks at you.
It is no small thing to ask, but it is your duty. Without a new Divine, Rivellon will die. Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch Divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl.
We're a little ahead of that.
Set the concoction aflame, and then inhale the smoke. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. They're all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard. Sauce in the glowing fountain.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even more inconvenient. So if you wouldn't mind...
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
Do you see that there is a spirit of the apprentice here?
The spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised.
Yeah, that was her assistant that attempted the ritual. I'm just talking about her right now.
You can see me. A godwoken in my presence. I am the Master's apprentice. I study under her, but I do not learn. I hear tales of the ritual, of what lies beyond. Meister tells me it cannot happen, that I am not godwoken. But in my heart, I know I'm special. No air fills my lungs, only fire. When the darkness falls,
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power, and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special.
The squirrel seems to be flicking through various scraps of paper, humming and hawing as he goes. After some time, he throws the scraps to the wind and spurs on his cat.
Okay, so we're gonna have to remember to pop Spirit Vision on the regular.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It does cost... No, it doesn't cost source. It costs only AP.
Yeah. Although, let's just top off my source.
Might as well, right?
Just slurp it on up. So yeah, that makes me... What we've just learned, it makes me a little concerned for the end of the game. I sure hope we don't have to fight each other in the end.
Yeah, but also I have a feeling... okay, so As I was listening, it's like, God, it sounds like they're trying to make us like Brachus Rex.
So
So mine was basically saying, like, you have to be the master of source. And what was Brachus Rex trying to do? He was trying to be basically the master of
Yeah.
force. So it's like they're trying to make a divine version of Brachus Rex.
now don't forget, at the time when Brachus Rex happened, Astarte was, busy with the Void Dragon, and Source was corrupted at that time.
That is true.
That's I think what led to Brachus Rex going so badly off the handle.
Very possible. All right, have we looked in everything and looted everything in here?
Looks like it.
Oh, we still got a painting we haven't grabbed.
Oh,
I'm grabbing it in a book. I don't care.
And I know what for summoning I want to have next.
Oh, what's that?
The hungry flower.
The hungry flower?
I have a scroll of it.
hats. Yeah, I'd kind of like just to head on back, because see if there's any dead at the caravan that got ambushed.
Yeah, hold on. What was the name of it again?
Of what?
I'm talking to Midnight.
Hungry flower.
Hungry flower? Did you say it's necromancy or summoning?
Summoning.
I have no idea what the heck you're talking about. I don't even see that in here for summoning spells.
I have a scroll of it in my inventory.
That is actually not a summoning spell. That is actually a earth spell. That is a geomancy spell.
So I went and checked on the hung lizard, and her spirit was hanging about, and there's a conversation now.
Back.
What?
Come.
Did you do something?
I didn't do anything. I just.
I saw a journal update in relation to the chickens. What did you do?
Rotten eggs.
I just walked to here and I saw this.
A voidling hatched. A voidling hatched from the eggs. It doesn't seem hostile yet. A void. There's a void chicken here. Pepper. Pepper has killed all of the chickens. Yeah, there's all the chickens over here are dead.
I didn't do anything, I swear.
No, you didn't, because the chicken hatched. And, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Pepper is a, I don't know what it's doing. Is it
Why is Big Marge dead?
All are dead.
She's now a companion.
There's only one way. Yes, there's only one thing to do. Papa! Yes! He wanders. He roosts. But he is special. He can help people. Can keep him safe. What? Papa? No! Peeper's still just a baby. And Papa can help.
Alright, so where is the Papa at?
Way to the north.
Okay, so let's go to the caravan and see about dead spirits back here.
There we go.
Yep, starting to see spirit.
History is written by victors. Do not doubt.
I wonder if you can actually fight the spirits.
You must hate the Reds as much as I do, eh? Rightly so. Reds had sorcerers locked up tight in that caravan. And you know where they were sending them. You look like you've been there yourself.
The Magister lunges for the dwarf, his exasperation clear.
Anna, you saw it with your own eyes. You know Sorcerer's Law, Voidwoken, and you know we'd all still be alive if you hadn't attacked our caravan. Before it all, Voidwoken stole the sorcerers along the cliffs, headed for Seven knows where.
Not to flip your flops or nothing, but 'tis more that my boss Lohar is against Magisters than for sorcerers, if you know what I mean.
The Magister snorts in disdain.
Aloha! I should have known. Sorcerer, if you want to stay alive around these parts, you'll stay far, far away from that walking vermin. Though, on the other hand, maybe you should go stand near him. Maybe the Voidwoken could take him out where we failed. Ha!
The dwarf eyes you steadily and silently, his mouth a straight line and his eyes like marbles of steel. The Magister shrugs.
Well, if I knew that, we'd have taken him out long ago. All I can say is, he's somewhere in Driftwood, and everything he touches turns into annihilation. You dare strike me?
The bull has a spirit.
History
Oh, it does.
you Reds with more venom than even the Black
Non-existing.
Well,
Well.
guess I should have seen that coming.
Oh.
Oh, hey, it's a reference to the first game.
Yep,
No.
sure do. Or did,
Yes, there.
but
Yeah.
it's weird.
Yep.
All bulls can see the future. I'm surprised you don't know that. Sure you want to know? Alright, here is your future.
The bull shakes itself, swallows the cud, clears its throat.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
Let me think about that now too. Yeah. Okay. Right. Here we go. So, maybe.
The bull shrugs.
I don't suppose you could do me a favour and unhitch this here harness so as I can make my way to the Field of Echoes.
The bull nods its
Field of
thanks and
Echoes?
gently fades away.
The Hall of Echoes, the Field of Echoes. Okay, that was just hilarious.
Doubled over in agony, the shivering Magister spirit mumbles to himself, tightly clutching 3 golden stalks in one fist. Noting the attention, he straightens, revealing insignia spelling Kinnet, and a jagged wound spilling his innards upon the ground. He reaches a ghostly hand into your chest and squeezes your heart. You become Kinnet, his memories flooding over you and replacing your own. Warmth, comfort. You are Kinnet, playing cards with your mates in a cozy barracks. You stagger to tipsy attention as a white-clad Magister commands that one of your troop seek a lost caravan. It's a one-man job, a job no man wants. Your sly-eyed troop leader holds out straws to you and the others. You feel the short straw and hear them shout, "Kinnet!" You know what that means. A lonely traipse in the cold dark. You dawdle and grumble all the way, sobering as you find the overturned caravan. Massacre. Your lantern reveals ravaged corpses in every direction. Inhaling sharply, you smell a thick black stench you remember secondhand from the few void-woken corpses your troops have found. As you approach a dark thicket, the stench grows stronger. In a flash of void and blood, a claw rakes savage stripes across your guts. As Kinnit dies, all goes black. Staggering back from Kinnit's deathly grasp, only your own blood now pumps through your heart. With your living eyes, you see him trembling in front of you, desperately holding out 3 straws. As your hands pass through the straws, they disappear. Kinnit weeps with relief as his wound disappears in turn, and he's restored to the model image of a strapping young soldier. He looks around, then looks at you, and then he smiles. Smiling broadly, Kinnit fades away.
Oh, well, that was happy ending.
Well, not so happy for him, but
Yeah.
at least he's now
For his soul. For his soul. For his soul.
Yeah, I guess these two are just gonna be bickering for all eternity.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be bickering. What about this rat down here?
Yeah, just noticed them. Let's have a chat. Lost.
He's literally in the bush.
Peeper.
I sent you something.
Hold on. Ratinizing? Ratinizing? Oh, really? Come on.
Ha! Second rat wizards by my book. The reddish-coloured flesh beasts round here string your kind up by their hands. Well, I'm a rat, and you're some kind of flick-tongued scale slitherer. Never the twain shall mix, thus spaketh the reddish large-style flesh beasts. Just look at what happened to that lovely flick-tongued scale slitherer when she spent too much time with a lumbering large-style flesh beast of her own. No thank you.
Well then, not even the rats are judgmental against sorcerers.
Yeah. Ooh, cooking station. I need to do some cooking.
Also, I just noticed. Yeah, I guess you guys already noticed, but Peeper is following us.
Yes, I know. I talked to her, talked to it, and it just was like, oh, okay. Of course, seeing as I can't understand it, it was like, okay, here we go. I'm following you. I guess it thinks I'm...
Peeper thinks you are its mother.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think Peeper thinks I'm its mother. So, question is, do we want to try going through this front gate here with the Magisters? Or do you want to explore the town more before we do anything? We only got about 30 minutes left.
It's part of the town, but yeah, we don't have a lot of time left. This might be a drawn-out fight. Let's keep going for now.
Yeah, let's go into the city and explore.
1 hour and 30 minutes.
No. I haven't fallen back yet.
Yeah, Draco's time. He hasn't gone through daylight savings yet.
Yeah. So it's 3:30 p.m. my time.
Oh, once you spot a ghost, you still see them even when it's not active.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That's neat.
I see that there's the Magister. The Magister ghost is there.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
And you didn't loot to the dead Magister's body?
No, I didn't. There's nothing in him anyway.
The shimmering ghost of a kin you
Figures.
are.
Alright, well, there's someone over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's somebody over here. Let me save. Ooh, there's something burning over there. A doe rabbit just burned to death for some strange odd reason.
And something's happening in the distance.
I bet you're the musical song. You've thought about taking up the lute. I got a few ready to go, all freshly strung.
Okay, I'm gonna be a stuck-up noble.
Oh, of course.
Find the melody in ya. A shame. You just gotta look. My brother Laszlo couldn't carry a tune in a bucket when he were a wee thing. Now he's got the voice of an
How to
angel.
carry a
Yeah.
tune in a
I use
bucket?
rosewood mostly. It gives loops and whatnot a sweet tone. Play 'em too, of course. Me and Laszlo were in a band, but we preferred duets. Just us. Spreading Manchesters came, stole them away. I keep going though, hoping to get to Ark sooner than later. Lucian's Day crowds will be wanting some musical trifles. Come back if you need. I'll be whittling away.
Oh, she's got some grenades. Is there stuff I want to sell? Yeah. Ooh, oh, wow. That's one heck of a lance, but it's... I mean, not a lance, axe, but I am not an axe person. I'm not a two-handed axe person.
Okay, looks like we stumbled over a fort of the Paladins.
I would love to
Don't
take
let
the
Sanchez-
200x if I weren't a glass cannon.
Ooh, an oven! Finally! I've been needing an oven.
There are soldiers here, or knights, perhaps.
Give me a second here.
Capable.
Yeah,
You
these
need
are
some-
Paladins. Okay, neat.
"31 sheets of paper."
Nice.
I had that much wood pulp. I'm just doing another save real quick. Why are the scarecrows attackable?
Yeah, well, there's a restless scarecrow that you can talk with.
You are sick at heart and weary of living. Come, Red Prince, greatest of royals, greatest of kings to be. Do stay.
A great pounding suddenly erupts in your chest. Your inner god roars and bellows, an incoherent, maddening cacophony.
It is awful how she treats you. She asks so much and gives so little in. I am the only one. Don't play her game. Think of yourself. Rest here.
A sudden weariness washes over, bone deep and as irresistible.
Oh, wow, 5! Yep. Oh, we'll wait for that, because that's also level 12.
Oh yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's a no.
Not yet.
That's a big fat nope.
That's a big fat F8. I think I still gotta do the pulp. No, I don't. Saved after that. Alright, shall we? Oh, wow. These guys are level 12 too.
Yeah.
Halt, traveler.
Up ahead.
Ow.
Ha! If you're looking for adventure, east
wonder
the
what
way
they're
to
doing
go.
here so
There's
far.
traps around here.
Yeah, I
Hellhole
noticed.
over there, sorcerer at work. Powerful one. Of course, you could wait for the magisters to sort them out. You'll be waiting. Holding the fort like we always do. Usually the fort in question is bigger than this one, but you do the job in front of you, don't you? Seems someone high up doesn't trust the magisters to do their jobs out there. What should you expect beyond the bridge? Expect sorcery of the highest order. Expect Voidwoken, bigger and badder than you've ever seen. Expect the void. Expect to die. Go on through, adventurer. We won't stop you.
Okay.
Traveller, if you please.
Totally not ominous.
Heading east. If I were you, I wouldn't.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Yeah, yeah, it's the Paladin from you know, that we helped.
No.
Yeah, but you only have to say Voidwoken. Oh yeah, there's a big dead one already.
If you listen carefully, you
Okay,
can hear a whisper.
I shall not mourn till all is done. I shall not weep while blood still runs.
Softly you sing, I'll hold my tears when weeping comes. She registers your presence and gives you the sweetest smile.
And I'll avenge
She turns back to her fallen self once more, her eyes glistening.